Good morning, everyone. Let's take a moment to arrive exactly as you are. You don't have to arrive peaceful. You don't have to arrive clear. You don't have to arrive knowing what you're doing with your life. You only have to arrive. So wherever you're at, feel the ground beneath you. And if you would like, you can imagine yourself here at the ocean with me. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the sand, the blanket, the chair, or whatever is supporting your body right now. Notice the air moving around you. Notice the sound of the ocean. And no, you don't have to make the waves quiet in order to meditate. You also don't have to make your mind quiet either. The mind thinks. That's what it does. So today, if your mind is noisy, let it be noisy. Let the ocean be noisy. Let the birds be noisy. Let the world be exactly as it is. And for the next little while, let yourself be exactly as you are. So take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth with a little bit of a sigh. Again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathing in. And don't be embarrassed to make a sound. You can think of the heavy sigh out almost as a small cry from your soul if you need to. It's a way to release the energy inside, to help balance our vagus nerve, to balance our nervous system. So one more time, breathe in and then breathe out. Meditation is learning to keep yourself calm in the midst of a busy world. It doesn't matter what's going on outside of you. What matters is what's going on inside of you. So today, we let the noise be the noise. Because no matter where you go, that noise will be there. So one more time, breathing in and breathing out. Allowing the body to receive the breath. And when you breathe out, allow your body to soften. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Maybe relax that space between your eyebrows. Let your hands rest. Let your belly be soft. There is nothing you need to hold together right now. You have permission to stop performing today. You have permission to stop performing perfectly. And you have permission to be a human. Breathing just one more time. Now bring your attention to the top of your head. and notice whatever is here. Pressure, tingling, warmth, tension, or nothing at all. And move your awareness down through your forehead and around your eyes. Let your eyes soften behind your eyelids. Noticing your cheeks, your mouth, your jaw. And if you notice tension, you don't need to force it away, just notice it. The practice is not to make yourself feel something different or think something different. The practice is to stay present with what is already here. So bring your awareness into your throat and neck. And notice whether there are words you've been holding back. Notice whether there is an emotion sitting here. And you don't have to speak it right now, just make room for it. Bringing your attention to your shoulders. Many of us carry responsibility here. Often it's other people's needs and other people's expectations. The pressure to know what comes next. So as you breathe out, imagine setting down one small piece of that weight. And not forever, maybe just for this breath. And if it feels all right, set down another and another. As you move your attention down through your arms, your elbows, and your hands, and feel the hands that have worked, held, helped, protected, given, reached, and sometimes even held long after something was finished. And let those hands rest. Now bring your awareness to your chest, noticing the movement of the breath. And you don't need to create a bigger breath or a smaller breath or any breath. You just need to notice your breath. Breathing in, being aware that you are breathing in, and breathing out, being aware that you are breathing out. You don't need to open your heart on command. Just notice that the heart is there, doing its work. And maybe there is hope here. Maybe there is grief. Maybe there is fear or nothing obvious at all. Everything is welcome. So move down into your belly, and this is often where uncertainty lives. The butterflies, the dread, the intuition. That feeling that something is changing before you can even explain what it is. So notice the belly without judging it. It's been telling you things all along. And maybe now we're learning to listen. So tell your body silently, I am here with you. Bringing your awareness into your hips and pelvis, noticing the places where you are supported. Moving down to your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and your feet. Feeling your connection with the earth. You are not floating away. You are here. You are embodied. You are breathing. You are supported by the ground beneath you, the people around you, and the world herself. So take another slow breath in and let it go. This morning, we're going to talk about the in-between. You see, many people are feeling unsettled right now. People are questioning relationships, identities, beliefs, plans, old versions of themselves. And some people feel like they are losing it. Some people feel like everything is happening at once. Some people feel suspended, no longer where they were, but not yet where they are going. That place can feel terrifying. It's loud. It's crazy, like the world around us, the sounds and the people and the noises. But the Dharma gives us another way to understand these things. The Dharma says return to the breath. And the Buddha did not teach that life would always be certain. He taught us how to remain awake and calm inside of uncertainty. We can use the language of the sky as a metaphor this morning. You see, Mercury retrograde that just ended, well, that can symbolize a time of review. Old thoughts, old conversations, old patterns. An unfinished business coming back into awareness. An eclipse season, well, that can symbolize the temporary shadow. The light has not disappeared. It is simply being obscured. And the Lion's Gate, well, that can symbolize a doorway, a moment of change. A moment of courage and a willingness to step forward. And sometimes clarity is like that. The light is still present, but fear, grief, exhaustion, and change move across it. So if you felt confused today, it does not automatically mean you are doing something wrong. If you have felt emotional, it does not mean that you are broken. If you have felt like you are in between worlds, it may simply mean that one way of being is ending before the next one is fully arrived. You see, in Buddhism, we practice remembering impermanence. Everything changes. The breath changes, the tide changes, the body changes, the mind changes, the feelings change. The identities we've built around ourselves change. And impermanence can feel frightening when we're trying to hold on. But impermanence is also mercy. It means that this feeling is not forever. It means that confusion is not your permanent identity. It means that grief is not the only thing that will ever live in your heart. It means you do not have to solve your entire life from the middle of one difficult moment. So bring to mind one area of your life where you feel in between. You may not know exactly what is changing. You may only know that something feels different. Maybe you're waiting for an answer. Maybe you are grieving something that has not completely ended. Maybe you're beginning again. Or maybe you are just tired of being who everyone else expects you to be. And let that situation come to mind gently. Not the entire story, just the feeling of being in the doorway. And notice what the mind wants to do. Does it want to rush forward? Does it want to step backwards? Maybe it demands certainty. Or does it want to create a worst-case scenario? Does it want to ask, what does this mean? What do I do? How long will this last? And whatever it is, just notice. This is where the Buddhist practice begins. Not with having the perfect answer, not with having the perfect meditation posture or breath work or any of those things. It begins with noticing the mind. Now, the mind may say, I am losing it. But can you gently change that sentence to, I am experiencing uncertainty. The mind may say, everything is falling apart. But can you soften it to, well, something is changing and I am afraid. The mind may say, I should know what to do. But can you offer yourself, I am allowed to make the next right step without knowing the whole path. That is wise understanding. We are learning to see clearly without adding unnecessary suffering. Now, the first pain may be real. The uncertainty may be real. The grief may be real. But the mind often adds that second layer. It says, this should not be happening. I should be handling this better. I am behind. I am broken. I've ruined everything. But the Dharma invites us to notice that second layer and not to shame ourselves for creating it. And when we see it, we have a choice. We can come back to the breath. We can feel the body sitting here, feel the earth, hear the ocean. One breath, one moment, one step. And one more breath. Now imagine that you are standing before a doorway, and behind you is the version of yourself that you have outgrown. And you do not have to hate that version of yourself, because that version of you helped you survive. That version coped the best way it knew how. And that version may have overgiven, overworked, people-pleased, numbed, chased, controlled, or just held on too tightly. You can thank that version without allowing it to drive your life anymore. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, imagine loosening your grip on one old pattern. You do not have to throw it away. You don't have to fight it. You just loosen your grip. Because in front of you is the next version of your life. And you cannot see everything yet. The doorway is not fully lit. There may be shadows. There may still be questions. But you do not need a spotlight. You only need enough light to take the next honest step. So ask yourself quietly, well, self, what is the next honest step? And not the most impressive step, not the step that will make everyone happy, not the step that proves that you have everything figured out. The next honest step. Maybe it's resting. Maybe it's telling the truth. Maybe it's setting a boundary. And sometimes it's a little more difficult. Maybe it's letting something end. Maybe it's asking for help. Maybe it's beginning again. Maybe it's simply getting through today without abandoning yourself once again. And let the answer come without forcing it. And if no answer comes, that is okay too. The practice is not to produce certainty. The practice is to remain connected while certainty is absent. So take a slow breath. Feel your feet, feel your body, hear the waves. You are not required to leap through the doorway today. You can stand at the threshold. You can breathe at the threshold. You can learn at the threshold. You can allow the next chapter to reveal itself one page at a time. Now bring your attention back to the breath. And as you're inhaling, think, I am here. And as you are exhaling, I do not have to know everything. Inhaling, I am supported. And exhaling, I can release the need to force the timing. I am here. I do not have to know everything. I am supported. And I can release the need to force the timing. I trust this moment that I can take the next right step. And let's sit quietly here for a few breaths. Now, notice whether anything has shifted. Maybe the situation has not changed. Maybe the answer has not arrived. But perhaps you are meeting it differently. You see, that is the beginning of awakening. Not that life stops being difficult, but that we stop abandoning ourselves every time life becomes uncertain. Life can be a mirror. The planets can give us language. The eclipse can remind us that light can be temporarily hidden, but the practice is here. The refuge is here. You see, the Buddha is awakened awareness. The Dharma is the path of seeing clearly and responding wisely. And the Sangha is the reminder that we do not have to wake up alone. So when your mind spirals this week, Return to the body. Feel your feet. Take one breath. Name what is true without making it bigger than it is. Say, this is uncertainty. This is fear. This is grief. This is change. And then ask yourself, what is the next honest step? And remember, you are not losing it. You are in the in-between. You are standing at the doorway between what you have outgrown and what you are becoming. You do not need to rush through. You do not need to understand the whole journey. You only need to stay present enough to take the next step with awareness, compassion, and truth. So begin to notice the sounds around you. The ocean, the wind, the people nearby, feeling the ground beneath you as you begin to gently move your fingers and toes. You can roll your shoulders if that feels good. And when you are ready, allow your eyes to open. Take in the light. Take in the water. And remember, the light has not left you. You may simply be learning how to trust it when you cannot see the whole way forward. So may the merit of this practice support each of us in meeting change with wisdom. May we have compassion for the versions of ourselves that were only trying to survive. May we have courage to release what no longer serves us. And may we remain present in the unknown. May we remember that we belong here. And may whatever peace, clarity, or steadiness we touch this morning extend beyond this and reach anyone who is struggling to find their way. You are here. You are breathing. You are not alone. And for today, that is enough. I thank you for joining me today on this. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Remember to offer yourself gratitude for showing up. Namaste.